Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
And they'll go on the ground. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Wilson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over that time. It's going to lead to third down. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And he comes back with one complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. But this is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Myers. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
After one, 7-0 on EA's. Second quarter from Vegas. The home-standing Raiders with a football here,
as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And brought down, but number 1 again inside the 10 to the 7.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll drop to throw. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the market.
The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Nick Bonito. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rolling to his right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now it's Wilson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. (10-0) is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And now here is another interception. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Wilson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Raiders, nothing.
This could be the turning point.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
36 power.
Again, Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
All go special! All go special! Gotta go, in and out, let's go!
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just...
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. That is caught. He's got room to roam. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. On the return, Trey Tucker. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is brought in at the 21. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bonito able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's got a man complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Tucker now to return it, taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new cut.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one